Good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to post this quick video. Just a couple of things that I wanted to cover that will kind of assist us as we move forward throughout the semester. I just finished posting your grades for last week's job analysis discussion board assignment. I left a few notes for a few of you on a couple of things. The vast majority, almost everybody in the class, your posts were actually very, very good. Your initial post discussing, the questions that were asked, and then the vast majority of you, your classmate responses were excellent. You took what they wrote and you didn't just say, "Hey, Johnny, loved your post, great job." Or, "Oh, Sally, I agree with you. I wrote the same thing," and that's it. Almost everybody in the class did a good job of expanding upon what your classmates wrote and added your own personal touch to it. You referred back to your own post. It was great. Very, very few of you only did like one or two short sentences. And obviously one or two short sentences aren't going to get the job done on your classmate responses. So overall, your initial response and then your two classmate responses, I was very, very impressed with this class as a whole. So thank you to each one of you for your efforts on that. Really, the only place where any individual students lost any points is on the due dates. Please be very cognizant of the due dates, because I hate taking away points for missing the due dates. On almost any discussion board assignment that we do from now to the end of the semester, there's always going to be two due dates. That first one is almost always going to be on Thursday night by midnight for your initial post, and then the two posts for your two classmate responses will almost always be due on Sunday by midnight. And again, almost every single one of you in class hit the deadline for your classmate responses. You had those responses in by Sunday. But there were some of you who maybe missed that Thursday deadline. You posted either on Saturday or even Sunday, and you may have lost a few points that way. Again, the good news is that that's very correctable. Just make sure that always remember with discussion boards, Thursday, Sunday. Again, if that changes, I will be sure to let you know well in advance. But again, and it's always going to be posted in the instructions. But make sure you always remember Thursday for your initial post, Sunday for your two by Sunday for your two classmate posts. So there's that. Again, if you have questions about that, please let me know. But again, with the job analysis discussion board, it was kind of the first big discussion board we've done all semester. Great job as a class. I was thoroughly impressed with what I read, and please keep up the good work. The other thing that I wanted to kind of mention is you saw that I posted the details for for checkpoint number 1 of the course project. So again, this will be due in a couple of weeks, so you still have plenty of time. But again, we will do 3 of these throughout the semester. Well, checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, and then the final piece of the course project, which is, I guess, kind of checkpoint 3, but it's the final piece. But for checkpoint 1, I listed all the details in the instructions on what I expect. But what I also did, if you'll notice, is I left you 2 sample papers. One is what I call a quality paper. So that is a paper, and again, as you can imagine, I removed the students' names and any identifying information to protect, their confidence. That was a paper that received an A, that covered every detail of the 10 jobs, and then what I expected, the type of analysis I wanted to see within those 10 jobs. So, use checkpoint number 1, the quality paper, as a guide for you. Obviously, you don't want to copy it word for word because that's plagiarism, but that should show you the template that I'd like to see and the type of amount of detail, the type of wording that I want to see for that paper. Again, use that as a guide, because that's why I provide it for you. So again, I of course, you don't want to plagiarize, like I said, but use that as a template, and you can format your response in a very similar way, because again, it makes it easier for me to read and to analyze, but also to help you keep your thoughts and flow much better. So at the same token, I also provided a paper that I called Needs Work, and let's just say that one did not earn an A. This was a while ago, but I think that one maybe earned like a C- or a D+, because frankly, it didn't tell me anything. It looked like it had been done with 30 minutes to go before the deadline. So don't do that type of work. Again, so you can kind of see the differences between a really quality paper and a paper that's not so quality. So, but again, I can't emphasize this enough. Please feel free to use that quality paper as a guideline for you on how to format your checkpoint number 1 and the details for that. And if you have any specific questions about checkpoint number 1, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm always happy to offer any advice or give you answer questions that you have. So that's kind of how we started off with some of the grading and some of my expectations as we move forward throughout the semester. Again, I will try to post as much information as I can upcoming, but again, just wanted to provide this so you could kind of see my thought process, my expectations on when I'm grading, and how I want to move forward. So, but again, please make sure you continue to read the textbook itself. I provide, those PowerPoint presentations that kind of go along with the book to supplement it and kind of, help you as another tool, if you will, when you're studying, as well as make sure you're watching the lecture videos that I post, because again, the lecture videos are, every part of a chapter is important, but with the lecture videos, I make that so what I think is the most relevant and stuff that I really truly want you to pay attention to. And as you'll probably see throughout the semester, I offer little tips on, hey, this might be an exam question, or this might be something that I really want to make sure that you pay attention to for future assignments. So again, make sure you're watching those videos as well. But again, thank you, everyone. Keep up this great work as we start moving in towards somewhat the middle part of the semester. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks, everyone.